I was tired before. Holy crap, tired out. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tired. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Good morning. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good day. All right, I'm gonna turn on the other lights. Let's see if this makes things the same, more or less. I don't know. Good morning. Oh, I am totally awake. I swear, I'm awake. Oh, but I don't know what's going on with my hair. But it's cool. I'll keep it. Yeah, yeah. Let's consume coffee. I hope you guys are doing well. Whew. I'm awake. It's 5 o'clock. Starting the video. If you're on your way to work, then, so I'm in bed. And usually that's when I get the whole, I know what I'm going to say on my YouTube video. And the whole, it's going to be okay. But carry that around. Faith. And you take different aspects of that. You take different perspectives and you manage through it and learn a bit more. Okay. And it gets better, it gets worse, it gets all around. And you really start to let that come alive. Oh, good morning. You're awake. I have no idea what time it is there. So how's your night? How'd it go? How's it going? I did find, let's see if it'll copy, see if it'll paste. I found, well, the link to her video. I think she talked about, I think she has the same disease. I didn't finish the video that I found the link for. I put down that thing. Not associated or anything with this other YouTube star. It's 11:09 a.m. It's like 5 o'clock here. And I'm better. Yay! Than yesterday. The test came back negative. Woohoo! I'm so happy for you. So that's a big relief. How are you? I am doing all right. I'm doing all right with the fact that I'm too tired to figure out if I'm anything else. We sent oh, thank you for the, yeah, that's a like. Thank you for the like. And I keep putting, I should do something with my background so that I can see the likes and the people viewing. But here is one of her videos that I was watching. Forgot her name. But she's got similar disease and she's had to deal with a life change, where she changed her life and her eating habits. She eats through a feeding tube and she's done magnificent. She doesn't really talk a lot about her disease. She's a sweetie pie. Absolutely fell in love with watching her video. Give me a couple more likes. Oh, that makes me happy. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but it does. Like, oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, Yep. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Yeah. So today is check. um. Yeah, she's a real sweetie pie, and she's got this quiet aura around her that I seem to enjoy. And she talks quiet, and it's like it lures you in. I'm like, I don't have a very confident voice, but yet I don't sound as nice as her yet. Today is the first day of December. Woohoo! I know. I figured, yeah, first. Yeah, today is definitely the first day of December, and I have been into, unless you're in Japan, and that's probably the second. But yeah, I think that I found a life hack. Let's just put it life hack. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the life is so delightful. Place. So no. Yeah, I am still trying to get used to it. Trying to find something that I like about snow, but not here yet. We have rain. We are supposed to be having snow and rain today, and where I'm at. So yeah, everybody's checking their maps. I want to stalk this person. They are having rain and snow. Let's find where they live. No. Yeah. No, yeah, today is supposed to be rain and snow, and I'm just going, ew. I have lived inside, got out to go pick up my my second grade, yeah, third grade, uh, third grade, yeah, second, third, somewhere, third grade, yeah, second grade was all virtual. That's why it doesn't feel like they were. Uh, they went through second grade, but it was all virtual. Uh, yeah, we have. Yeah, it's supposed to get wet, so the roads are supposed to be ew. I don't like snow. If I had to leave the house, but if I can stay inside and watch it, I love it. Yeah, that's a lovable thing. And I have a dog, the 180-pound dog I remember from yesterday, Saint Bernard. Holy babolies! Um, I have a dog that goes absolutely crazy when it starts snowing. But yeah, he's a mountain dog, so duh. Yeah, I can't imagine people being able to keep in their huskies and their Saint Bernards and their big old, like snow lovers. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Oh, I've I have tried to build an igloo in a place where igloos are not sustainable every year to try to get to like the weather, so a place to hang out outside. I'm not very good at it. Yeah. Um, but yeah, mostly because our weather is not. It's not like they built igloos here. It's not like where there's enough snow. I see smoke. Yep, this is my incense burning, and I'm letting it burn like right in my face. Um, it doesn't smell bad. What kind is it? I think it's called stuff. I rearranged things for Wolfie to move in, and I'm rearranging some stuff some more. Like move out, move in. I just need a little bit of consistency. And I'm like, I need consistency just to keep them. I'll just ask him to marry me because that's not the stupidest thing. So that's my plan for Christmas. Don't tell him. I know he doesn't watch this, and he's already at work. Like, yeah, how stupid can I get? I'm gonna ask him to marry me. I'm not the smartest person in the world. So those are my Christmas plans. And that and the kids. So yeah. Um, and now I had a brain fart. Oh yeah, being okay. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, that's what when I was awake in bed and I got the whole what am I going to do on YouTube today? Was the whole being okay. Like you learn lots of stuff. I've learned. I can't say what other people learn because I'm not them. But oh, okay, too much in the face. Let's see if we can move this around somewhere so that like it's on the straight diameter for in my all right on my like fireproof plate or something. Yeah. Okay. Move it over here. There we go. I'll move it up here. Okay. Yeah. If you want ideas for what to talk about YouTube, ooh, sure. I'm always listening to YouTubers. Yeah, not YouTubers. Listening to viewers. Well, you wonderful people. Let's tell you wonderful people. YouTube content ideas from Kirsten or helpful or what is helpful for you when you're down. Ooh, okay. What helps when down? I drag myself straight through the emotional mental muck. It's not a healthy mechanism, but it just gets me through to the nice days. Since the pandemic came around, a lot of people confronted with their mental health, so they're searching for places where they can feel safe. Ooh, creating a safe place. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a really good idea because a lot of people are going through isolation where we've been taught to live in a society, and so we're not really isolated from each other. And I think like I wonder how isolated the frontier people were, the people that went and you know it would be days to ride out to their neighbor's house. How often they left the homestead, and how often I mean, like what that was like. What roles do you play or have you played in your life? In my case, the roles daughter, career, oh, caregiver, wife, girlfriend. My list is very long. In what ways do you get close look on your life? Ooh, yeah, on my hectic, crazy life? Yeah, I've been a horrible daughter. Yeah, mother. Like, roles. But I bet you were a better daughter. Mhm. Don't forget, I did 13 years of therapy, so I know about. Yes, 13 years is a good amount of therapy. We all need therapy. I was gonna say therapy, but yeah, therapy is not bad. Therapy is good. So 13 years of therapy is probably well. Yeah, I'm dealing with my therapist. Yeah, I'm in therapy. I may not be taking medications, but I'm working with my therapist. So in case I need medication, I'm good. I saw the perfect. I was the perfect daughter. Since my mom was sick, she had the same but I was misdiagnosed, so I took care of her in every sense of the word. Aw, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Yeah, taking care of a sick mother is not fun. I had a crazy mother that I had to take care of. That was interesting. Taking care of my mother. My dad did most of the taking care of her. I mean, a lot of taking care of her. She was diabetic too, so and you know, but I can't imagine going through taking care of your mother. But after she died, I was 18. I felt this huge hole because I didn't know who I was since she created me into the perfect caregiver. Everyone thought I was perfect, but I didn't know who I was. So it took me all those years of therapy and a lot of mistakes to finally get to the place where you are now. Well, congratulations on a lot of your hard work, and I hope you find some joy in discovering more about who you are and where you're going in life. Because yeah, that's a lot to go through. I remember, yeah, yeah, you get out there out of a certain situation that you've had for 18 years, or that's all you've known, and you're like open up and you realize the world and just could be like a different place, and you're a different person inside that place. And yeah, it's a lot. It's pretty good that you've made it through this much, so keep going. You could do it. You did a wonderful job. Don't so don't give up. Yeah. Oh, I try not to take the fact that everything is going to be okay in a toxic way. I do, I think about it and I think it's not okay because the world is not okay. It's okay because I'm going to be okay in a world that is not okay. I hit the point that I'm ready to write a book about my life. Ooh, I look forward to reading it. When I tell people little parts, they're like, your life was like a soap opera. Yep, mine too. I know what that's like. And like there's too much for one person to go through, but I did. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about putting like because mine changes rather rapidly, like you said, like soap opera for your life. And yeah, the fact that you went through that's yeah. You should write the book. I want to read it. I totally want to read it. So if you write it, let me know. Aw. So it's asking me whether or not I want to post your next comment, but because it's deeply personal for you. And aw, um, it's asking if you want to show or if you want to hide it because it's talking about stuff that YouTube doesn't normally talk about or YouTube doesn't really. Aw. Been there. You've tried to take your life medication, didn't work. You're still here. You had a near-death experience, but still here because it wasn't my time. I finally found out. Oh, you found your life purpose. That is cool. I have to help others. I have to tell my story and make sure other people won't be threatened the way I was or treated. Threatened? Treated? Is that treated? Or threatened the way you were? Yeah. Um, that's a big story. That is a very big story. So sometimes it gets to the point where treated. Yeah, treated like you were. Yeah. Sometimes it gets to be a very, very big thing in life. English is hard sometimes. I'm surprised. There's Cantonese and then there's English. And it's like the two hardest like languages on the entire planet. I don't know how people speak Cantonese, and I grew up speaking English, and I'm still learning how to speak English and speak English well enough to be understood and convey my uh, points, my the understanding of what I'm like going through. And there's some linguists that I used to listen to, and They do it so beautifully. Then here I am, somebody with like half deaf trying to say English, and it just comes out horrible. And it's supposedly the language I was born into, supposedly. Imagine my brain sometimes. You speak Dutch, German, French, and English. Oh my gosh. So I don't like fluent enough to be conversational, but I know like ASL, I know Deutsch. Um, though it's hard for me while I'm trying to learn German because I can't hear very well. And I had the audio learning books. So they're like, listen to the difference between uh, uh, saying German or Deutsch and or Deutschland versus the female versus the male, and I'd listen and it sounded the same and it sounded the same and it sounded the same, and I'm like, great, I'll never know the female version of Deutschland. I'm like, yeah, no. German sounds very harsh. It does. And French sounds very French sounds like they're gonna spit something up any second now. Yeah, so I tried learning French and so it oh, my mind is blanking out. But yeah, I tried learning some French. I tried learning German. Tried learning Japanese. Um, but I don't know any Dutch. But yeah, and my eldest wants me to learn with her another language, Finnish. Yeah, she wants to learn Finnish too, but it's like Chinese for me. And yeah, she was showing me the videos, the YouTube videos of the person she's learning it from, and the person's going through the alphabet, and I'm lost. I'm completely lost. Like, the only word I know is Kikos. That means thank you. Is it Kikos? Kitos? Kitos. Could be Kitos. Yeah. One word is a lot sometimes. Like, I remember the German lessons when I learned to speak is sprechen wie ich. I speak a little German, or ich verstehen Deutsch. It's something that's supposed to say a little bit of German. No, I'm having a blank, and I should have kept up on this stuff. So it's like when I know it, and I accidentally learned Korean. That I was not supposed to learn Korean. I was not trying to learn Korean because I was like, I need to actually learn one of these languages that I've been looking at frequently or fluently or something where I can converse in it. Dutch has a lot of similar words as German. So there are also some English in there. I think English is verstehen and bieten. Bieten. Oh, I can't even say it when I read it. Ich bin Christian. And yeah, I should go back and try it again and try it to see if I can get it because it's fun learning different languages. As somebody from German goes, your deaf accent makes it sound horrible. Ah, that's what you wanted to say. Yep, I know a little. I speak a little German. Yep, verstehen, ich verstehen and bisschen Deutsch. I understand a little German. Or yep, ich verstehen. Ich verstehen and bisschen Deutsch. I slaughtered it. I slaughtered it so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm aware of this. But it's learning. In fact, if I don't give up, I could become fluent at it. I could become good. And Deutsch, it would be ik spreken in Bete Netherlands. Oh, you speak Netherlands. You speaking. Yep. So, because you're from the Netherlands. So in Netherlands, do they speak a lot of or you are from this week? Dutch would be Icebreaking and Netherlands. So what are the languages that you mostly speak there? Because like every other country in the entire world speaks at least two languages from like youth all the way up. But America, you only speak English. I mean, it was stupid. We have the melting pot. By the way, I've lived 10 minutes from Germany and 20 minutes from Belgium. So that's how I speak those languages. They were taught at school. Yeah, that's what it is. Is they teach every other country. You go to any other country in the world, and they teach you like two different languages in elementary, in what do they call it, primary school or whatever. And like in here, it's like you only speak English, and they wouldn't let anybody else. It's taboo if you speak another language. I'm like, no, we're a melting pot. Everybody has to speak a whole nother language with their English. We start with Dutch, then then add English, and when you go into high school, they add French and German. If you want, you can speak more. And if you want, you can do more like Spanish and Latin. Yeah, Latin. Oh my gosh. I have tried to learn Latin so that I could learn the roots of English so that my English could improve. And I think it was a horrible book. Yeah, yeah. My Latin sucks. My Spanish, the kids are cute. They think that the world speaks Spanish and English, and I'm like, no, that's that's not going to be cute later on. No. But yeah, they think everything is either Spanish if it's not English. And I'm like, no, no, de español. A little bit. I've worked with some people that were from Mexico, so the Spanish I speak is like Mexican Spanish. It's pretty fun. Uh, mostly learn the bad words, informal, and not proper. Like we have proper English, and then we have like just normal, like suburban speak or whatever. The more I started to interact with English speaking people, the more my grammar and everything improved. Oh wow! I don't know. You must have spoke with people from a good part of society where it's established that you have to speak well, because the more people speak, our English is horrible. Our grammar is horrible. But basically, everybody in my country speaks English. Got to roll. It helps with pain. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, our grammar, usually we have horrible grammar, but I also like interact mostly with people with a lower tax bracket. So, um, people who get their taxes back at the end of the year. So, our English, it's not the best grammar or politically correct spoken. Politically correct, go kiss my friend, and but yeah, English is fun. We stole everybody else's language, put it in ours, and then we stole the British language and did what we wanted with it. Not really. Tennessee hillbilly. Hail later. But y'all. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's fun. And now they think that it's better to teach everybody in other countries how to speak English from somebody who has a drawl, like a Texas drawl. They unanimously decided this, and I'm like, no, no, you should go to Hollywood because they do the movies. They're the most widespread accent there is. It doesn't sound like they have an accent. If you go to other states, they all have an accent. So now people from other countries are thinking that the English, like Texas drawl, is something, nationally normal. It's not. And the horrible part is we are bigots against people with a southern drawl because we think they're not as smart, and it's horribly inaccurate because they're some of the smartest people down there work for like NASA. People, I mean, you would think that, being out in the hot South would fry your brain and you'd get like sunstroke and it would affect your ability to think. But you got some of the smartest people all over this country, including in the South, and we have to get rid of the bigotry. But also Scottish people, British people, and Irish people love those. Oh my God, yes. I've heard Scottish people hate their accent. I love their accent all the more. Oh my God. There's a skit that went around about using a elevator. So if I ever had to speak, I use British and American pronunciations mixed together with a hint of Dutch. Ooh, you sound fun. It sounds like fun to have a conversation with you, like, you know, audible conversation. So that's got to be a fun way to put it. Yes, the British people are apparently Americans are very distinguished. You could tell the Americans, but I mean, I guess the British and the Australians are a bit similar when they talk or something. They can be confusing, um, unless you're familiar with both of them and where you can tell the differences. But apparently, America is horribly, horribly distinct. Yeah. So everyone I've had video calls with, I plan to call for 30 minutes but hang up after 3 hours. Well, of course, we love listening to your accent. Your, yeah, yeah. You sound like a lot of fun. We have gone on for about 31 minutes, and you're probably far more interesting than all the other stuff that I sit there and try to think about. Yeah, I did nothing yesterday. I was going to do a whole bunch of stuff, keep up on the things, the progress that I made Monday. Nope. I didn't sleep, but I did stay awake. I think I watched movies. Yeah. I watched, like, to get through, like, a lot. I just, it's my, to get out of bed motivation. It's a horrible motivation, but, like, and I have a lot to talk about. Oh, yes. We definitely have a lot to talk about. Life, which is really intelligent people. Um, yeah, what did I watch yesterday? I honestly was indecisive at first about what to watch because I was trying to tell myself not to watch TV to get my butt going, to get my butt moving. I just sat down on Prime and watched TV. Family finally rolling, so to give me a minute or three. Ah, roll it. Yeah, I don't do it. I haven't done it. I haven't had good experience with it, so it's not my thing. Apparently, relaxing is not what I do. Yeah, my psychologist. But yeah, my shrink. It's like trying to teach me how to relax, and apparently, I hadn't relaxed for years at all whatsoever. I mean, like I was living on adrenaline and other stuff. Like the next moment, the next. I can tell you've been. I can tell you in a bit what it does for me. But yeah, yeah, I don't understand why people had weed illegal in the first place. I don't understand that. But yeah, so 11 o'clock in the morning. So do you work or do you stay on disability after you're done rolling? I am still looking for a container. I had a container to save out, and I lost it. Yeah, I was very against any type of drugs until I was 25. I'm still, I'm like cautious. Use drugs, safely, cautiously, and if need be, as a last resort. I don't want to use drugs. And it would probably help with my attention deficit disorder. Yeah. I should probably get through all of it. A lot. I want to do so much, but the more I want to do, the less I do. I'm moving the opposite. Yeah. Sitting here, I'm thinking of all the things I have to do. And now that I'm caffeinated a little bit, I should probably make more coffee. And yeah, I will probably hop off soon and see what I can get done. I don't think I can do bangs. I get fluff. That makes. Oh. Okay, so I was against it. Okay, so yeah, you were against drugs, and now you're enjoying drugs. Drugs were good. Yeah, I tried not to. I used a little bit of antidepressant when I was prescribed, and there are some points where like it's not enough, or feel really perverse because your life is going down a shitty drain. Yeah, you know, until I met a friend and smoked while I was there after a couple of months, I was curious to what it did for her, so I got a bit curious. So it helped your friend, and then it helped you. It did not help me. I'm like, I'll find something else. Constantly, I'm on the looking for the upper. Oh, I don't like the downers because I've got so much down already. She let me try it, and I noticed my head was finally slowing down instead of going 1,000 miles per hour, and I could actually think. That's cool. Yeah, no, everything slowed down for me, and it's like I'm normally slow and I need help like getting into gear for me. So when I went like in reverse, I would guess to say is that it put me in reverse. It put me like where I worked so hard. I had a lot of toxic positivity and I was working on a lot of that. So like after I tried experimental my weed experiment, I tried more for balance so that I wasn't just building up a wall against everything negative for it to just fall out if I was incapacitated with some weed. So I'm learning to balance, accepting my negative side or my dark side, accepting just the whole me, allowing it to be a part of me so that I don't just ball it up and until it comes out, say with weed or something. Later, I started to hurt more and more and started to smoke myself on a daily basis because it's better than taking heavy pain medicines. I know now what strains to use. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that I should just try a different strain and how much to use because I don't smoke to the point where I'm high. I hate that high feeling. I just smoke for the positive effects. Yeah. Um, for me, it hurt. Like the blood got cold, slowed down, and just like got heavy and cold in my body. Like I ran out of blood or something. Um, so I didn't like that. Everything just got very sore, very cold, very, very like the blood felt cold and slow. and I didn't like that. It did not feel good. My back did not feel good. Yeah, no, I was not a happy person on weed. I was I was not happy at all. It was like all this stuff that I was like, if I'm positive, it helps other people be positive, and da 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 da. And I kept putting off and walling up all the bad stuff, and that was not a good thing. So when first smoked my weed, or I didn't smoke it, I think I ate it. It was edibles. Yeah, so I ate edibles. All the crap I was dealing with, all the crap, and or I wasn't dealing with it. That's why it just like came, and I'm like, nope, nope, weed is not good for me. So it did not help my pain management at all. It did not help me emotionally. I'm like, no, no, no. I don't like slowers. I drink coffee and I look for the next thing to help me get going because I could sleep forever. I had no problem sleeping, but it's the problem with waking up that I have. I'm afraid that I won't wake up. And what I do, I go to the wood shop once a week. Actually, that's today, so I have to leave in about an hour and a half. I'm very handy. I can create about anything with wood, but it also helps me find my boundaries. Oh, that's good. Having a craft is very helpful. It's very useful, and it's very. We should all have some sort of craft, even if it's a hobby, even if it's our whole life. Some sort of thing that helps us with ourselves. Some sort of arts, some sort of like the ability to do more, the ability to do really helps. Um, some people are good at cleaning, some people are good at woodwork. Last week, I had to saw the wood to make 55 bird houses. Holy crap, that's a lot of bird houses. Holy crap. I'm trying to find a pole for my bat house, which I don't think it's the time of year to put up a bat house in the middle of winter. It's not even winter yet, but in the snow and the rain. Like, what are they going to do with 50 other times? I other times I came, bikes for little kids without pedals. I don't know why you didn't say anything bad in that one. It's asking me whether or not to share that one. Other times I came, bikes for little kids without paddles. Oh yeah, probably because I put this is not for little kids. This channel is not for kids to watch. So I was like, so talking about little kids. That's probably why it's like, do you want to show this comment? Yeah. I know what I need to do. I need to get stuff done, and I don't want to get stuff done. But I want the stuff done. So a lot of times, like you said, what gets you through is I read this cute, adorable little comic where this girl is like, I don't want to clean, and she's just laying in bed, and a little ghost comes up to her or whatever and whispers in here, well, what about your future self? So she gets up and cleans for her future self. But it's fully working wood shop, so we get orders that we have to make. Oh, okay, so it's like a wood shop. That I don't know why I thought of like a high school wood shop. There's actual wood shops out there. So yeah, I bet that's fun and a lot of work. But it feels good to do a lot of work when you get like something out of it, where you help other people, or you have like something where you accomplish. That feels good. That's That's what I do with my spell work. That's why I like my spell work a lot, is that it feels good. It's something that I can do, and it feels like it's a lot of energy that goes into it, and I get a result, and that's what I love. So I think, yeah, that's my craft is witchcraft. I am a dork. So that's pretty cool that you work in a wood shop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys go so that I can try to get my morning going and running. Otherwise, I'll forget the things I have to do and then not do them. That's the sad part. Yeah. Oh, I am not yawning. So the people that work there have lots of mental problems. We can't do that in America because putting a whole bunch of people with mental problems and with sharp, shiny objects apparently is a bad thing for American mental health. No, it's probably a good thing. Oh, that's good that they have something to work with their hands and they have an accomplishment and they have a goal and a thing to get through. It probably helps a lot of people with mental problems or just mental issues that they're working through and growing through. Yeah. But yeah, Americans, they won't let us have shiny, sharp objects. They don't trust us. Uh, uh, okay, I'm going to let you go, though. It is very good talking to you, Kirsten. It shows that you can actually make something. Oh, yes. I totally agree. All right. But I love you guys. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate, even when you think you can't do anything, have fun cleaning. I have to do that when I get home again. Yeah, I try to do it up front so that I don't have to do it later because I'm not going to want to do it later. You have a good day too. So love you guys. You guys have a good one. Talk to you guys later.